So every year, I forget what eggnog tastes like. I forget if it's good. I always think it's better than it is, and then I feel like I wasted my money. So this year, I'm going to make a video to remind my ass whether I like it or not. Does anybody else go through this? Maybe not every year, every other year. You're like, it kind of looks good. Maybe it'll taste right. And then you're like, what the fuck? Oh, that's right, eggnog. Eggnog. So I got some Southern Comfort eggnog. And first we're going to have it without some booze, and then we're going to have it with some different kinds of booze to see which booze is best to get you knackered off the nog. Okay, she looks like buttermilk. You know, this isn't bad. Maybe Southern Comfort fuck with it, because this is good. Or maybe it's good for the first couple sips and then you get sick of it. That's probably what it is. It's like eggnog, but better than you remember it. They took some of the shit out of there. I don't know. Very creamy. Almost like a milkshake. Okay, so we're going to try it with some E&J VSOP. Erkenjerk. I didn't know what else to get it. They just said use a brandy of VSOP, and that's what I got. I didn't want to buy anything bigger than a shot. I'm not really a brown liquor heifer. But if the show requires me to drink some brown liquor, I'll have to sip. Ooh, smells potent. Ooh, Lord, smell like somebody's uncle. It masked the liquor well. I ain't mad with the Erkenjerk. We got 2 more liquors to try, but I got a couple more shows to review. It's not bad with the VSOP. It is not bad. I'm neither irking nor jerking. I am tired as hell, y'all, but I'm going to try to go on and review Stranger Things. I done given y'all 45 minutes of content in 24 hours. So the episode opens in the Department of Energy. A scientist is running down a creepy-looking hallway. You know it's white people. Something coming for him, and he's sure pressing that button. He trying to open these doors to get out. Is he going to make it? The doors ain't shutting yet. It ain't looking good. Uh-oh, it's overhead. Well, the doors finally closed, but didn't help him none. So now we cut to the kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it is giving us 80s nostalgia realness from the wood paneling to the wardrobe. So the veritable street lights have come on. Mike's mom is like, look, y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get out of here. And everybody takes off on their bikes. Now we got Will going through that creepy area near the Department of Energy. Something scares him and he fall off his bike. Now rather than getting on your bike and getting moving, he take off on foot like a white heifer in a horror movie. Will actually makes it home. Ain't nobody there. And he see this creepy stick man hanging around outside looking at him through the window. I'd be scared shitless. Aw, hell, the stick man fucking with the phones. He unlocking doors, it ain't good. Will runs into the tool shed and grabs a gun. So the light goes super bright in the shed, and in an instant, Will is gone. Theme song! A current affair tease. So now Will's frazzled mama realizes I'm a kid short. So the mama goes to file a missing persons report and the cop really ain't that concerned. But now we get to see something really going on at this Department of Energy. They talking about evacuating wings and shit. Okay, now we're going to try some eggnog with bourbon. This is bourbon. We first did the Erkenjerk and now we're doing a bourbon. The bourbon is more potent than the Erkenjerk, but it's still good. I don't notice much of a difference. Oh, Lord, something growing. I don't know what this shit is. It gives you some alien predator tease. Get Sigourney. Get Sigourney Weaver for this shit. And enter 11, walking barefoot through the woods, scared and confused. 11 gonna rustle up some grub. So 11 gets caught stealing some food, but fortunately, the diner owner takes pity on her and makes her a burger. And we see 11 is a dash telepathic. Meanwhile, the diner owner done called the popo. He like, I don't know who this kid is, but somebody come get her. Oh, now they find Will's bike, and I guess they'll start to take it more serious from here on out. So the dog leads the police to the shed, and the sheriff finally starts poking around and sees Will did make it home and fired at an intruder. Oh, the lights is going funny again. But with a flashlight, he sees signs of a struggle. Mike telling on his sister, oh yeah, she got a boyfriend, that's where she heading. So while the police get a formal search party together, we have Lucas and Mike start their own. Meanwhile, back at the diner, some crone comes to the door and the chef answers it and he's like, okay, look, we don't want to scare her, but she in the kitchen. They walk in, she shoot him, people popping out with guns everywhere on 11. She does something and manages to escape and the guys with guns on her are dead. I don't know what she did, but she did something. And that heifer is out. So now we got the AV club approaching where Will's bike was found. So the phone rings, and Joyce thinks she hears Will, but all we hear are weird noises. But the phone does shock the shit out of her when it hangs up. I wish I could do that to some people. So the AV club's out in the rain, and they happen to cross 11. And that's where the episode ends. I will see you soon for something. So tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate. Subway collision? Teenager dead in the Bronx. See, this is why I don't turn on the news. I hate how when I turn my cable box on, they just be slipping it in there. See, I was going to, Brooklyn bodega held up at gunpoint. Good Lord. Let me watch some Stranger Things. The real world is too much, but we gonna do Beverly Hills after this next episode of Stranger Things. I'm trying to control this shit through my tablet, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Oh yes, get the Netflix app. I've been trying to get this damn Netflix app for my Chromecast. Oh wow, Super Mario Run. I'll try Super Mario Run again. Hello. That is so me. I love a good hello. I'm trying to think of why I like this show so much. I think it's well written. The characters are relatable and likable. Because these new shows now is experimenting with unlikable characters. Like How to Get Away with Murder. It's like, y'all ain't shit, but we still watch the show because the story's so good. But I'm sick of these unlikable ass characters. They've been doing that on reality too. Somebody told me Hustle and Soul was back in production. Oh, God, no, that was some bad news. But I actually really like this show. So the AV Club bring 11 home, and she's so out of it, she don't even know you don't piss in front of everybody. So these kids cook up a plan to hide 11 for the night and then have their mama deal with the problem the next morning, and that's smart. Dustin and Lucas think 11 crazy, though, and I think I might have been with them. So Chapter 2, The Weirdo on Maple Street. So now Joyce is telling the sheriff about the call, and he like, Then he see the fried phone, so he like, something up. I don't know what, but something up. Joyce is totally freaked out. So he gonna look into the stepdaddy. Child, the stepdaddy didn't give a shit about him when he wasn't missing. So it's the next morning. Mike introduces 11 to her new love, the Ego, and he tells her about the plan, and she like, honey, we ain't pulling that. She like, look, you call for help, they're gonna kill us. We see that the Department of Energy is hot on everybody's trail. They listening in on the phone calls. So now we got the high school kids, and they're giving us a little bit of Mean Girls, a little bit of Heathers. Steve invites Nancy to a party since his parents are out of town. But before she can accept, she see Will's brother, and she go over and give him some condolences, because, you know, she the one in the group with a conscience. So Joyce goes to get a new phone at the same store that she works. And she run into her boss. I need an advance. And he go to give her a week. She said, no, I need 2 weeks. And he started to give her some hemming and hawing. And she said, look, I've been working here for 10 years. 10 years. I need 2 weeks in this phone. And then when she saw him cave, she said, I'm going to go on and get a pack of Camels too. Go on and throw a pack of Camels on there. May as well get while the getting's good. Now the Department of Energy is at Will's house when nobody's home. And they in hazmat suits. 11 knows Will. So 11 had to hide in the closet, and now she having a flashback. Wait, so is that white-haired man her father? Or is Papa a code name? So now we're at Benny's Burger. and they're discovering the kindly chef that took in 11 has been murdered. Oh, they tried to make it look like a suicide too. So Jonathan goes to his pappy's, but of course Will ain't there. So Lucas has had enough and he said he's gonna tell the mama. But 11 says, I don't think so, and shuts the door from across the room. All right, now things are getting interesting. So the sheriff is interviewing one of Benny's friends. And Benny mentions 11, but the sheriff thinks it might be Will. Lord, this is going to put Joyce in a tizzy. So Nancy's convincing Barb to go to the parent-free soiree. She wants a partner when she passes out that puss for the first time. So Nancy mama can't cook because them kids wasn't touching that meatloaf. So we got Nancy and Barb outside of this party, and Barb's like, look, girl, he wants the puss. Nothing but the puss. And if you don't know that, you a fool and I can't help you. But Nancy don't believe it. Nancy thinks this could be true love. Only time will tell. You can be in love and want the puss. So now we got the AV club together with 11, and she sit them down and explained to them in her Nell-like way. Remember that movie Nell? That Will is hiding from a monster. But she flipped the map of the neighborhood upside down when she showed them where Will and the monster were. But they didn't address it just yet. Cut to Jonathan, where Will was last seen, and he out in the woods taking pictures, hoping to catch a clue. Ooh, somebody's screaming. Oh, he happens across the in-crowd soiree. Nancy having fun and Barb ain't here for it. Oh Lord, now she giving square hip-ass Barb a drink. Yeah, we need to loosen her heffing ass up. Oh, she gonna cut herself. Yep, she cut herself. And she is pissed. Now, Jonathan, why are you taking pictures of the party? Lord, they jumping in the pool with their clothes on. I guess that's life before cell phones. I remember I jumped into a pool and I had both of my phones in my pocket. Meanwhile, Joyce hanging out at home, hand on the phone. Oh, Lord, it sounds like Will again. Okay, now we hear Will. Lord, the shit short out again. You used up all your credit, you're gonna have to go to another store and steal a phone. Winona is acting in this role, honey. She is giving us her all. Uh-oh, now the light's getting to flickering. And so everything turned on in Will's room. Oh my God, now the walls is moving. Winona did the same thing I would have done. She ran the fuck out that house. But she sees the flickering lights and realizes it might be Will. So she gonna take her ass back in that house. Now that's a mama. That's a mama. Cut back to the soiree, and Nance and Barb are at an impasse. Barb ready to heff on home. She had a shitty time. Nobody was trying to peck at her pussy, so she like, look, can we go? And Nancy is tipsy, damp, and wet. She ready to go upstairs with Steve. She got her grown woman panties on right now. Oh my God, Jonathan, you are not still taking pictures. Through the mini vines like a pervert. Child, Nancy gave Steve the baby I'm ready look. See, Jonathan, hanging around, you got your heart broke. And this nigga gonna take a picture. Meanwhile, Barb sitting on the diving board, putting her feet in the pool. Uh-oh, the lights is flickering. Something got Barb. Jonathan, your picture-taking ass ain't see that, though. And the lights come back on, and Barb is gone. And that was the episode. We fell in love with Barb's Molly Ringwald looking ass in 2 episodes. We identify with Barb because we done all been a Barb at one point in our lives. We done all been with a friend and we like at a party and we ain't getting felt like our friend getting felt. We like, well, I'm ready to go home. Thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes. I had a wonderful day yesterday, and the celebration continues. Not just tomorrow for New Year's, but then I'm going to Vegas next week, and I'll be doing a lot of videos about it. It's Saturday morning, and it's snowing in the city, but I'm feeling kind of petty. Tamar the Muppet Braxton. Tamar the Muppet Braxton is showing us karma never forgets. All that time you was sticking your nose in other people's business, you should have been sweeping around your own front door, heifer. Should have been sweeping around your own front door. According to TMZ's website documents, Tamar Braxton went ham on a heifer claiming to be pregnant with her husband's child. Here is the, of course, deleted Instagram post, because you know she loved to tweet and delete. Somebody probably got a bot account set up that saves all of her deleted Instagrams. You know, I should do that. I should open up an Instagram account, all of Tamar's deleted Instagrams. You could have a whole account of just her deleted shit. But here's what she had to say. Vincent Herbert is having a baby, and his whore decided to let me know about it tonight. That stupid broke-ass whore should check public records on Christmas before she goes through with it. He called back despite his protection order, begging and lying like he's hanging out with Joe and Roxy from BET. Oh yeah, that's credible. No shade. However, before you judge me, know the facts. He's a real piece of work. Happy New Year, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, know that 2018 is a fresh start. And if I can leave this liar, you can leave yours too. Tamar, I'm going to talk to you Muppet to Muppet right now. We're going to have a Muppet to Muppet moment. I'm in my fursuit, so I'm giving you full Muppet. Muppet to Muppet. Tamar, you ain't shit. Hell, we see how you act with your sisters on the Braxton. You deserve a Vincent Herbert. Ain't shit attract ain't shit. So I see why you with a lying Vincent Herbert. And also, y'all separated as hell right now. Y'all been separated, so I don't know how you saying he having a baby on you. Y'all getting a divorce. He's moved on. Maybe you should do the same. I don't know why you give a shit about no nigga that was whooping on your ass anyway. And Tamar, you always want to call somebody broke. You real quick for that. But let's not forget, if it wasn't for Vincent Herbert, you wouldn't have shit. Tony wouldn't have shit. Y'all wouldn't have had that little TV show. Tony wouldn't have 3 cents to rub together. Y'all wouldn't have nothing if it was not for Vincent Herbert. So I see why you took them ass whoopings for the team, because you was like, look, I'm either going to get my ass whooped or I'm going to be broke. So when you have to pay for your lifestyle with punches, you don't need to call nobody else broke, because the truth is, if you wouldn't let that man whoop on you for years and years, you wouldn't have shit and wouldn't be getting shit in the divorce. And if you really want to go there, and you know I will, Tamar, you ain't shit for laying down and getting pregnant with a man that you knew was abusing you and you knew had the potential to abuse your child. Because he's been whooping your ass for years, right? Long before you got pregnant. So why would you bring a child into that? And why would you think he would act right once you did? Tamar, you're not only ain't shit, you're stupid. Don't ever forget that, honey. You're just stupid. That's all I got to say. I never liked her. So Tamar, in all of her petty glory, had Vincent arrested for contacting her on Christmas, was released on $20,000 bail. I don't understand why you didn't put him in jail when he was whooping your ass. Now you gonna put him in jail? Why not put him in jail when he whooping your ass? Why not then? I guess we'll never be able to figure out the mind and the methods of a Muppet. I'm sure K. Michelle and her fake ass are somewhere getting a good giggle out of this. Meanwhile, Paperback Toya writing a book loosely based on your life, but changing enough shit so she ain't got to pay her ass royalties. And I have a strong feeling you and Vincent Herbert will be on the docket on the next episode of The Queen's Court, and you deserve every ounce of read and roast they have to give you. You been ain't shit for too long, Tamar, and now those chickens are coming home to roost. Cardi B warns Offset, if you cheat on me again, I'm out. Cardi, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You will continue to take this nigga back. The more he cheats, the more you gonna love him. Because if you really meant never again, if you really meant it, you wouldn't say it. You just leave. You say, you know what? I can find a better man, a more attractive man, a richer man. You can find a man who doesn't want you to spend $500,000 on him because he want to spend it on you. Maybe you should go look for that. Go look for that. Get the fuck away from Upset. Now, I'm about to really tell y'all why I'm gay right the fuck now. Dr. Jackie says vaginas should smell musky. I don't want dick and balls to smell musky. I sure wouldn't want no musky pussy. Musky. M-U-S-K-Y. Oh, musk? I mean, Jovan Musk is cute, but no. Everybody's private parts. You know what your private parts should smell like? Soap. That if I'm smelling your private parts, all I want to smell is Ivory, Dove, St. Ives, Jergens, you name it. You name it. Dial, Zest, leave it 2000. No musk. No musk. That's probably why your husband was cheap. You trying to keep your vagina with too much musk. Curtis said, get that stank shit out my face. Oh my God. Jackie talking about, oh, you supposed to have bacteria that causes, You ain't supposed to have no bacteria on your dick. You ain't supposed to have no bacteria in your pussy. You ain't supposed to have no bacteria in your ass crack. Not when it's being presented to people. What you do on your own time is your business. But you gonna pull them panties off in front of somebody, wash. She gonna say the vagina wasn't designed to have a fruity smell. Neither was dick, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, that shit be smelling like strawberries and cream when I go on a date. Fuck that. Fuck a natural bacteria. Fuck that. Do not give people a pass for potent smelling puss. I'm putting, you know what? I gotta send her to the Queen's Court, because she needs to be on the docket for that shit. That was docket worthy, honey. That's like saying your ass should smell like shit because it comes out. The fuck on. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm laughing at this. I really shouldn't be laughing, but I'll tell you why I'm laughing, because I thought the concept of the show was stupid. So that show, White Famous, canceled. It was a stupid concept. It was like, no, just no. And then White Famous was supposedly based on Jamie Foxx's life. Now, Jamie Foxx, you may be able to pack a movie theater, but I wouldn't call you white famous. I would say white people only know you when they see you and they see the name under your title. And that's not a read, that's a fact. You won the Oscar for Ray, but that don't mean white people know who you are. It just don't. I'm sorry. Jamie Foxx, I don't think you'll ever be white famous. Like, you done put the dick pic out and everything. They like you, but you're not white famous. Who can I say is white famous? What's a black person that I would say is white famous? Dave Chappelle. Now that's white famous. You ain't there yet, honey. You ain't never gonna be. It's okay. It's okay. You made millions. You're very talented. We love your work. White people love your work, but you ain't white famous. Is Jamie Foxx white famous? Y'all let me know. Any white people watching, let me know if Jamie white famous. I didn't think he was white famous. I thought he was A-list, but not white famous. I never saw him as white famous. White people know him, know of him, but I don't think that they just rattle his name off the top of their head. And also, I never found Jay Pharoah that funny or that talented, so I understand. I never went up for him. Jay-Z came out with that Family Feud video to try to save his fledgling business title. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Y'all wanted to keep secrets so much. You know what? Keep your business and keep your music too. I'm no longer interested in anything you have to offer. The time to talk about the elevator incident was when it happened, not 4 years later. We are fuckless. You really thought, oh, we can keep private. We don't have to share our lives. We're above that. We're too good for that. No, you're fucking not. It left you disconnected from the audience and disconnected from the times, and now you're trying to play catch up, but we don't give a shit. I'd rather watch Black China than you. Now, this is interesting. Gayle King accused of being cheap. A makeup artist said she went by her house to do a makeup test for her, and it was difficult because she was always on her phone, and she had to pass on the job because Gayle was only offering $500 a week, but you have to be at her house at 5 a.m., and you're a professional makeup artist, like doing TV quality work. No, honey, that ain't $500 a week. You're going on national television every morning, and I got to be at your house and make sure your face right. No, girl, you need to be paying a cute $2,000 for that. Not even one, two. Plus car service, to and fro. Ha! Omarosa is struggling to get a book deal because the truth is, we all know what's going on. You don't have anything of value, and you've never had anything of value. You are not a thing of value. Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight. Omarosa has no value, has never had any value to anyone. I don't even think your parents fuck with you. And now the publishing world has followed suit. One, because they like, look, we don't want to deal with crazy ass Trump. And two, you don't have anything interesting to say. Ever. So fuck you. You deserve to be as poor and penniless as the people you try to look down on that are still worth more than you.